Let's talk about doubt. Doubt can be a serious impediment on a spiritual journey. It can lead to confusion or bewilderment, indecision or lack of certainty. It can dramatically undermine our confidence or our motivation for continuing a spiritual journey altogether. Doubt can cause us to question ourselves, our spiritual practices, or even the journey itself. It can also cause us to feel unworthy or incapable of following a spiritual path. We might start telling ourselves things like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not spiritual enough, or I just don't have what it takes to continue. When you doubt yourself, you may even give up trying altogether. Often, self-doubt can operate unconsciously so that we're not even aware of it. There could be underlying fears of failure that's motivating the doubt, or other underlying causes that we're not aware of. When doubt operates unconsciously, it can cause procrastination. We can start making excuses for why we're not pursuing a spiritual path, or we can simply give up too easily. Doubt can also manifest as indecision or skepticism, which might take the form of analysis paralysis, in which we start questioning the reasoning or trying to assess every possible option in front of us. There might also be a fear of commitment. Doubt can make it difficult for us to make a commitment to a spiritual path and then stay the course. This can also lead to spiritual window shopping, in which we jump from practice to practice or from tradition to tradition, only staying on the surface without diving deep within any one of them. When we jump from limb to limb and question everything, we're very likely to miss the deep lessons that come from experiencing and integrating spiritual practices into our lives. We should note that healthy skepticism can be a catalyst for deeper understanding. There's certainly nothing wrong with it. In fact, the Buddha encouraged us to be analytical, to be rational, to be reasoned, and to approach the spiritual path actually scientifically, to pay very close attention to our own experiences and what we know to be true for ourselves. But this also includes paying attention to doubt and recognizing when it's operating in our lives. As I keep mentioning in these videos over and over again, self-awareness is always the first step in overcoming obstacles on a spiritual path. When we bring our doubts into the light of day, then we can analyze them for what they are and determine whether they're based on a genuine lack of understanding or knowledge, which we can remedy by pursuing greater depth of understanding, reading spiritual scriptures, consulting with mentors or teachers. We might just need guidance and some reassurance. We should focus on our experiences and observe how spiritual practices are affecting us in our daily lives. And when we notice improvements, we need to honestly recognize them, which will help build our confidence and keep us on the path. By recognizing the different forms of doubt and the impacts that they're having on our lives, we can take steps to overcome them and manage them and make progress toward genuine growth and understanding. We definitely need to increase our self-awareness and deliberately pay attention to our own thoughts and feelings, especially any instances of negative self-talk or self-criticism, or the nagging doubts that might be operating under the surface. They're manifest in different ways. We have to pay attention, acknowledge and recognize them for what they are. Bring them to the surface with calm reflection, be non-judgmental, allow them to be, give them room so that they can surface into your field of awareness to where you can understand the underlying motives that might be causing them. If you do notice negative thoughts, you want to challenge them. Ask yourself if they're really true. Ask yourself if there's any evidence that supports them. Don't just allow them to operate without conscious reflection. Also, instead of dwelling on your perceived shortcomings, focus on your progress and identify evidence for when you're making progress on a spiritual journey. This can help build your confidence and keep you on the path. Also, practice self-compassion and treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Everyone experiences doubt on a spiritual journey. It's perfectly normal. So don't get down on yourself. As you work to integrate virtues into your own life and become a good and better person, become more self-aware and engage in meditation and introspection and study Holy Scriptures and incorporate spiritual practices into your life, you will naturally begin to develop trust and confidence in the efficacy of the practices, the wisdom of the spiritual traditions you're following, and in your own ability. By being patient with yourself, being diligent about your practice, by studying Holy Scriptures and spiritual traditions, you can gain the confidence that you need to continue along the path. You can embrace the challenges that present themselves to you. You can celebrate your victories along the way and trust in your abilities to learn and grow.